And you just came out of the Trump rally. We're talking about some other topics, but this in particular, this was last night at the debate. Martha, one of the moderators, mentioned something about this is how, that's military psychological training. Isn't that the whole point of PC? Isn't that the psychobabble that we all kind of, it mess with us? Like we don't want to say the wrong thing. Isn't that the point to this whole discussion about PC?
I think that's why you end up now with a lot of Trump supporters, is because that's what people are really starting to realize now, is that when you have to be careful of what you say so as not to be on the wrong side of the masses, that you have to have this mass mentality with everything, you realize you're giving up the one thing that this country is all about, and that's individual liberty and freedom.
Right.
I mean, they already suffered that in the other countries, and they still do suffer that in most of the countries that they kowtow to still suffer it, that you cannot speak openly. And so it's being taken by us. I heard a pundit use the word a velvet coup. This is what a velvet coup looks like.
Wow.
When you can no longer express yourself freely, and you can no longer really be part of the political system because it's already figured out for you that, you know, people are already of the mindset that Trump or Hillary's the automatic winner, that you know, Trump really doesn't stand a chance at this point. It's all been in the fix, just like the Bernie Sanders supporters learned that Bernie never had a chance, that it was all out against him.
A lot of people in the media still believe that too.
And well, it's proven. And so now you have you know, the same thing. It's not just Bernie, it's everybody. So it's all mapped out for you. So you think you're going to the voting booth and everything is fine, but it's really not, because they've narrowed these topics down to just the idea that you're talking about a silly tape from 11 years ago.
But they want to make it ridiculous. Yeah. They're doing everything to make, that's the whole thing about the deplorables, all about undermining, diminishing people, undermining them. They're less than what they are. That means that you would be more submissive, and then you come to this place where you just kind of cave and give in, and I gave up. A lot of people have already, listen, I think the media has been the first on the firing line. That's why they already caved. We haven't, but we could. We could be just like the media. Get to the point where you have this you contemplate things like, well, I don't want to risk this, and I want to put this, and then my job's on the line, and then if I say the wrong thing, and that's where they end up, and they just cave. Now they say, well, they're just going to throw their hat in for Hillary. So I'm sure they were there. They weren't always like this. We know that the media, some of this media is, some of it, I think they're kind of victims of the system too. I want to say that. Because I don't think I think if you undress all the topics we just talked about, I bet they would understand. And they're talking to you and me, probably say, you know what, there's a lot of things I can't say.
It's just like how it is with anything, any big company. You know, you have big networks, you have a lot of money at stake, and everybody's trying to do their job to make sure that they keep their job. And so naturally you're going to have a submissive reaction when you think your job is going to be in jeopardy.
Thank you for
thank you so much.